Hi guys, welcome to Karen's Corner and to another Creative Wednesday video. And for a while now I've been wanting to do something with playing cards, but I just didn't know what I wanted to do because actually they're almost the same size as an A to C, maybe just even a bit smaller. And I make a lot of A to Cs, so I thought, well, what's the use? They're almost the same. But still, I like the idea of using a playing card. So, I don't know, but I did have this idea. I've got these large playing cards, which is really weird. It freaks me out a little because they're too large. I don't know why. But anyways, I want to use all the hard cards to make an Alice in Wonderland book with it. So I've been gathering all kinds of Alice in Wonderland stickers and stamps and stuff, and but I just don't have enough yet, so that's going on the shelf for now. So I've been playing around with the idea what to do, and that's pun intended. So I thought, what else can I do with playing cards? And then I thought, well, I can just make little cards of stuff that I like, little collages. Is that what you call it? Collage? So I started to write down some of the things I like, and I came up with some of my favorite things. And then I thought, oh, I know what the cover is going to be like. And immediately I thought, I'm going to put a ring through it and make a little book out of it. So there was an idea starting to form. And then I thought, well, then the cover is going to be Julie Andrews not singing. I wanted to have this picture, so that's not from some of my favorite things. But I want to put this on here and then put the words, some of my favorite things, on here too. But they're very small, actually. I didn't think they would be this small. I'll think of something. So I wrote down, together with my kids, we thought of things I liked. And we came up with Doctor Who, Sherlock Holmes, Star Trek, Star Wars, Tinkerbell, Hello Kitty, Harry Potter, 60s furniture, 60s people, chocolate the movie, because that's one of my favorite movies, cupcakes, YouTubers, Pokemon, the Beatles, R2-D2 and BB-8 from Star Wars, frogs with crowns, and rubber duckies. I've been collecting rubber duckies. Well, and then all kinds of other stuff, you know, colors, charming kitting, and TV series like Downton Abbey or Firefly I wrote down over here, or Angel, or Community, or Shin, which is a Japanese series we watched about 25 years ago. Angel and Buffy, I really like those. So I don't have enough with one stock of cards. I need at least two, and I'm just gonna start off. So I'm gonna start with the cover, and then of course Hello Kitty and my favorite Star Trek captains. So I'm just gonna start doing something. I have no idea how to do this yet, so I'm just gonna put some things aside. So I've been watching some videos about people making altered playing cards, and I'm just gonna start. I've got some sandpaper. I've had these for ages from Heidi Swap, but I have no idea how to get it out. Oh, just tear it. And I'm just gonna start. So I want to keep this, the playing card, the way it is, so I'm gonna use the back side of the card, and I'm just gonna sand it. Oh, and that sounds wonderful. Okay, so it's not as shimmery as this one anymore. So the gesso will stick better. And maybe, oh well, why not? I'm just gonna sand this one a bit. I saw someone do that and I kind of liked it because it gives a bit distressed look. I really like that much better than this. I don't know if you can see the difference, but this one is really shiny and this one isn't anymore. And this looks really nice. So I'm just gonna sand 3 of these and start using gesso and just start. And I'll see where it ends. I have no idea how I'm gonna do it yet. Just a little bit. So this is a new one, and these 3 have been worked over with some sandpaper. And so I'm going to get my gesso. I've got this huge gesso bottle, some cheap brand, and I'm just gonna gesso these cards. So just gonna put a bit on and just gesso over it. Oh, this is really really thin gesso, as you can see. So I think I'll have to do that again. So that's the cheap brand. This really doesn't work. Okay. Well, this is a really good start. Okay, well, this cheap stuff didn't really work. Let's hope that this stuff that I still have, gesso from Studio, does a bit better. Let's just try that. Yeah, see, there's the difference. This one is really thick. And it's okay if you still see a bit of the card. So these are dry by now, and as you can see they curl. So I use my heat tool to dry them. But then you just go over it like this with your fingers and they're flat again. For the cover I'm gonna use this picture and it's gonna cover the whole card. So I don't know why I even gessoed it. Well, you know what, maybe I'll just do it like this. I'll just tear off a bit. Oh yay, oh dear, I mean, I'll just have to tear off her arm. Sorry, Julie. And still it's a bit too wide. It's a really small card, actually, playing card. I think an ATC is even bigger. Perfect, perfect. So I'll just use my Mod Podge, and I've got lots of it. And I'll just glue it on. You know, me and glue. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. Okay. I wanted to say it's beautiful, but I had this in my mouth, so couldn't hear me. Okay, I really like this. So now I'll just go over the edges a bit so that it stays on. Oh guys, I really like this. It looks great. Look. Ha. So this has to dry a bit, and I did some work before I started this. I typed, these are some of my favorite things, but those are a lot of words that I want to put on here. So I'll just take my cutting board and I'll just cut these into little stripes. I'll just start out with cutting them to size. So I want to put the ring over here, and I've been thinking a lot about this the last few days, what I wanted to do. And actually last night I dreamed that I wanted to make a template for this, where I'll put the ring. So where will it be? Somewhere over here? I think that's a good place. Yeah. So I can put this over here, so they'll all be about the same. So I thought that was a good idea, but it's not really easy. I think I'd better just draw a circle, because otherwise this one will get bigger and bigger. But anyways, this is gonna be my template, so I'll have to keep this. It's a joker, so I don't need that one. So now I can see if these words will fit. So I think I'm going to learn to work with glue from now on, because I think I'll have to use it a lot. It's gonna be Mod Podge, but actually that's kind of the same as glue. So yeah, I'll be using a lot of glue, so that's gonna be so much fun. Maybe at the end of this project I'll even learn how to use glue without, you know, messing everything up. If you've seen previous videos, you know what I mean. If you haven't, trust me, I'm not really good with glue. These are, here you go. You know what, this, I can do that, of course. Ha! Didn't think of that. Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so much fun. Guys, I did it! I glued it on and I'm not even sticky. See, I can do it. So this is card number 1. And I really like it. And I'm gonna leave it like this because that's all it needs. So I can go on to the next one. Oh, I like that. Okay, now on to the next one. And of course that's gonna be Hello Kitty, because I need a Hello Kitty card. That's gonna be the first one. And I wanted to do Hello Kitty in a kimono, just sitting down. I really love that. And I got this picture from the internet, but it's not really sharp, it's not really nice. So I kept looking, and this one is really adorable. I've got some plush of Hello Kitty in a kimono, and but it was just easier getting a picture from the internet, so I'm gonna use this. So first I'm gonna cut this out with my beautiful scissors. So Hello Kitty is all cut out, and I really like this. I can put her over here, that she's kneeling down, or I can put some washi tape underneath that she's sitting on washi tape. And I've got this cute Hello Kitty and Dear Daniel washi tape, but I think it just doesn't really fit with it. Nah, I think I'm gonna go with something, this one or this one, with some beautiful sakura flowers. That's so cute. I really love this. Okay, so this is really cute, guys. So let me just cut it around the edge. So she's gonna sit on here, which is really cute. And I think I'm gonna just stamp a sakura flower behind her. This is an old Hero Arts set that I've had for ages, as you can see. So I'm just gonna take this out. And the question is, shall I do that with black or with pink? Or green? Or red? I think I'm gonna use something red. And I'm going to use, so I'm just gonna put this all aside, my, what is it called, Misty tool, because my hands aren't really working very well at the moment. So I'm not gonna take any chances that this won't work. So now, oh boy, hope that works. Haha, that won't work because of the gesso. Oh guys, how am I gonna do this? Well, I'm just gonna try. We'll see. Again, red or pink? I'm going to go with red on this. Okay, so I just hope that this works. I'll just ink it up real good. It would be nice if this inks just the first time, so I don't have to do it again. And well, let's just see. I'll just put it on there and just really press really well. Let's hope. Oh, look at that. Oh, I think I like it like this. I mean, I could do it again and make a really nice dark print, but I kind of like this. So if I wanted to do that again, I just do it again. It would be at exactly the same spot, but it wasn't necessary. So I'm gonna do it like this. Okay, so this is gonna be so awesome. Look at how cute that is. Okay, but if I want to put this on there with Mod Podge, I really have to be sure that that is dry. So here's my heat tool again. Then I'll just dab some off. Okay, so that's not gonna work with Mod Podge. So how am I going to do it? I'll just leave it to dry a bit more. In the meantime, next one. So you already saw this. I've got the Star Trek captains. And this one is a bit too large. I found that out when I printed it out, so I'm gonna use this one. And I'm going to cut the captains out. So is this... I'll just try this one first. Sorry for the captain from Deep Space Nine. I like the series, but there's only room for 3 captains. So Captain Archer, and I don't know his name anymore because it's been about 20 years since I saw it. I really have no idea. I really love this series. So I'm just let me cut it out and I'll get back to you. Okay guys, well this just dried for a bit, so I'm gonna do something which I'm probably gonna regret. I'm just gonna go over it real quickly with some Mod Podge. Nope, doesn't work. just dab a little bit. So when this dries, yeah, I ruined it. Okay, I'll have to do a Hello Kitty one over again, because this really happened. Maybe I can use it for something else now. I'll just put this aside and use it for something else. It's a really nice background. Always look on the bright side, and I'll just gonna make this one again. Just not gonna show you, because that would be boring. Okay, on to the next one. So I did cut out these captains, and actually this one was a bit too small, because I can put this over here and then she has no body. So I thought, you know what, I'll just cut out the larger ones. And they actually look really nice, because here is the shoulder of Captain Archer, and I really don't want that on here. Sorry, Captain Archer. I also cut out the other captain from Deep Space Nine, because I think these three are my favorites. And this will fit, so I'm gonna glue her on first. So I'm just gonna put some Mod Podge on here. And put Captain Janeway on the corner. Like that. So, and over here you can still see the shoulder of Captain, I don't know his name. And so I'm gonna glue over that. Let me just get this off. And now I really have to be careful what I'm doing, because it has to look a bit good, and I don't want Captain Archer's shoulder over there. So something like this maybe. That looks really good. So this is what it's gonna be. So these are my three favorite Star Trek captains from my favorite Star Trek series. Actually, let me just... Captain Kirk, I was a bit too young to watch that. But I did see the Deep Space Nine. No, that was the other captain. Well, I did see Deep Space Nine, but I saw Star Trek Next Generation and I loved it. And then when Voyager came out, I really, really loved Voyager. I think that was the best one. That's what I think. I liked it the best anyway. So I'm gonna leave this to dry, and I'm gonna make a new Hello Kitty one. Actually, guys, I kind of like this background by now. So I think I still might use this card and just take another stamp. I really like this one, also from Hero Arts. Let me just get it off. And this time I will use Stays On. No, this is Memento. Where is my Stays On? Okay, as you can see, I haven't used my Stays On for a while, because I just never can see to get a good print. So I hope it still works. Let me just try this on a piece of paper. Oh, it's totally dried out. Okay, but I've got another one. So as you can see, the ink is almost dried out, but I hope I still can get just enough on there to make one print. I never use this because I'm not good with Stays On, as I said. So let's just keep your fingers crossed and hope that this works. Now one flower is not even on the card. Oh well. Here we go. It completely tore off the paper. This one just doesn't want to work, does it? Why? Okay. I think I'll have to do it over again. I don't know how to fix this. I can try stamping it again, but I don't think that will do something. But who knows? It's ruined anyway, so I dare not say it can't get any worse. Probably can, but let's just see. Oh, like this is gonna work. Okay, here we go. Who knows? Who knows? You don't even see it. Oh, come on. Okay, let's try to salvage this. Let's do it again. And I'll just put a flower over here. Look, that one is nice. And this one will be nice, but there's going to be a hole in it. Nope, I shouldn't not have said that. It's not nice. I think, maybe. Wow, that's good enough. And I'll just try a little flower over here. And a little one over here. Now let's see what happens if I put Hello Kitty on here. That looks better. Pew. So guys, never give up. Just keep going until something good happens. Not like this. Come on. Okay, I'm gonna stop while the going is good. I've got this one, and this one is going to be really cute. I promise you. Look how cute. But not yet. And then I'm going to cut this to the right size. You know what, guys? I wanted to make the background a bit darker. I forgot. So this is a really awesome video of me doing everything wrong again, but I'll fix it. This one is really cute, and I'll think of something. I don't know what yet, but I'll think of something. So for now I'm just gonna leave this to dry. I can, of course, put a little hole in here. Like that. Oh, I decided to draw the circle with a pen. That, of course, does not work. Oh, come on. Okay, again. Oh boy. So I'll just draw the circle like that. And get my punch and punch the hole over here. I didn't hit any face. So I'll just leave this to dry, and I'll just get something to drink because I'm very hot by now because everything went wrong except for this one. So the cover went all right. So that's a good sign. I'll get back to you. So by now everything is really dried, and I'm just gonna do the finishing touches. When this was dry, I found out that actually I wanted to make the background black or dark blue and stamp some stars on there. But I should have done that before I glued these guys on. So yeah, kind of stupid. But I'll just think of something else, and what I think I'm gonna do, and I'll leave Kitty over here. I think I'm gonna just make the edges black, and because the ink doesn't stay on Mod Podge and gesso too well, I'll just use paint. Never done that before, so yay, adventure. So I'm just gonna put some paint on the paper, and I usually use just a kitchen sponge. I just cut it in 6 pieces. And then usually I just take it like this and dab in my ink and sponge the edges, but I don't think that'll stay on. So I'm gonna try it with some paint, but I don't want too much, of course. So I'll just dab it off, and well, here we go. I'm not saying anything until it's finished. Okay, so it's not really very dark, even though it's really black. And as I go over it again, I just take it off again. You know what else I can do? I can try, because I really kind of like the texture. Sorry. I traced the faces, so I'm just gonna cut this out. Okay, well, I hope that this works. So this should cover their faces. Okay, I didn't trace it very well, but I can just do it face by face. I'm just gonna go over everything. Okay, let's see if I can get really close without getting their faces dirty. Well, it's kind of alright. I just want to get in those little spots. So I'm gonna use a dry brush. Get some paint on there and just go in again. But I don't want to smear it, so I'll just have to dab it. Yeah, well, I'm not sure what to think. And now I'm just gonna leave this to dry and maybe go in with some white Sharpie or something. So now for Hello Kitty. I think she needs some shading around her because she just falls into the card, well, especially on this side. So maybe I can just trace this. So I'll just I want her over here, so I'll just put her aside a bit and then trace this. And maybe use a bit of the paint. Let's just see. That's nice, but it has to be a bit more to the right. That's okay, because now I can use the black paint I already have. So, I'm going to leave this to dry. And is this already dry? Oh, it is. So for my white pen I use, got that one, I've got a Sharpie, and I do have the Dilutions one. Let's see if this works. I'll just try it out on some paper first. Haha. That one looks fine. So what shall I do? Shall I just give it a border like I always like to do? Excuse me. Or shall I just put some dots over there like this so there are stars? Ooh, decisions. I'm gonna go with a border. That's what I like to do. Maybe I'll just go all the way around. And now I can do the little stars. Because it is Star Trek. Okay, well, this turned out better than I thought. And that's what I like about things like this. You just start out with no idea what you're gonna do, and then, in my case, most of the time everything goes wrong, and then you end up with something really nice. So I might just trace this. No, it disappears a bit in the background because it's still a bit wet. I should have waited longer, but I just didn't have the patience. So it's not as white as I want it to be, but I kind of like it actually. So that's okay. And is this dry? Well, dry enough, I hope. So I'm gonna do it, guys. I'm just gonna go over this with Mod Podge. Okay, here we go. So I'll just do Kitty. Well, I mean, put Mod Podge on her. Just rub on the background, backside, I mean. And here we go. Start on this side because there's no paint over there, and this is really dry for once. Okay, and a bit on that paint. Okay, it's dry, guys. It really works out. Finally. So I'm gonna leave this to dry, and I think that's it. Alright, they're finished, and guys, they turned out better than I thought because, well, you've seen the process. It was a bit of a challenge. So now I can put these. Did I put a hole in here? No. So where is my joker? I have to put a hole in the Hello Kitty one. So just line that up. Oh. Draw a circle. And make a little hole. Punch it over here. So I've got my Star Trek one. These are my favorite Star Trek captains: Captain James T. Kirk, Captain Jean-Luc Picard, and Captain Janeway. And I wanted to write their names on here, but it's just too small. So I really love this. I thought, should I put the word Star Trek on there? But no, because I know it's Star Trek. So, and then my cute darling Hello Kitty. Oh no, what did I do now? Guys, come on. Why am I this stupid? Yeah, right. Well, I learned that you have to put the holes the right way because otherwise these two are okay, but this one should have the hole over here. So I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna pretend that nothing is wrong. It's just a black hole. Oh my god. These things always happen to me. Okay, and on top of all of that, the battery just stopped and my camera stopped recording. So, as I was saying, I've been doing this for years and years, and it still goes wrong every now and then. So, I've got a hole on this side too now. So as I said, this is just a black hole, and this can be very annoying. I can try to cover it up with something, but I've learned just to let that go. It's just a nice card, and this is just a black hole because it's Star Trek, so that's plausible. So these are the finished products, and I really love them, and they didn't start out the way I planned them because everything went wrong with this one and with this one, and then with a black hole in it. But they turn out pretty nice. So if you put this on your desk and you just go to sleep, and tomorrow you wake up again and look at this, you say, well, that looks actually kind of nice. And if you show this to someone else, they say, oh wow, that looks great. I mean, that's what you're going for, and that's what they have to say. So, but they don't see what went wrong. You saw it, you saw the whole process, but they didn't see that. So I'm gonna put the ring in here. The one ring. I'm gonna make a card about that too. And look how great that looks. These are some of my favorite things. Hello Kitty and Star Trek with an extra black hole. So guys, I really like this, and I didn't know what to expect, but yeah, it was a tough start, but I'm gonna make lots and lots of these. I still have lots of cards left. So you're going to see me make some more of these cards in the future, but I'll make lots and lots of them. So sometimes I'll do an update, and I want to make a whole book of this. And well, I hope you really like this video. I hope I inspired you to start your own, well, some of your favorite things, altered playing cards. That's what I'm gonna call it. If you like the video, then please give me a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of my Creative Wednesday videos and other videos, then please subscribe. And well, groetjes from Holland.